What's going on, y'all? Nightmare Baller 1 here. Um, just figured I'd do a review of Turning Point since I took a break from watching Monster. Um, yeah, I'm getting back into anime too. But Monster is that shit. If y'all have never seen that show, like, that junk is amazing. I'm not even at the good part that everyone says is the good part. Like, I'm on, like, episode 27. Like, everybody said, like, towards the end, that's when it gets really great. But I'm not here to talk about Monster. But check it out. But TNA Turning Point was amazing. Like, that is what I want from TNA. Everybody that saw this show, that praises this show, please order it. Please buy the DVD. Spend some kind of money on it. Let's make this the most successful TNA pay-per-view ever. You know, let's prove a point with this one. You know what I mean? This is what we want to see. But that doesn't necessarily mean TNA is going to listen. I mean, remember, Joe and Angle was the lockdown shit. I think was like the highest bought TNA pay per view or something like that. And they did something totally opposite. So I mean, but let's just buy this. So maybe they'll pay attention. Let's hope they'll pay attention. But this was great, y'all. And let me get started with the review. First match on the card was Amazing Red with Don West at his side. Like, I thought this, speaking of that, I think that's cool how they do that, because Don West was always a huge Amazing Red mark. Like, even like back in the old days of TNA, like if y'all watched like TNA from like '03 and '02, like he was a huge Amazing Red mark. So I think that's kind of cool how they doing this whole little thing with him being his manager and stuff. Against Homicide, this was a great opener. 3.25 stars. The finish was fucking beautiful. I like this a lot, yo. Like a whole lot. Even though there is one botch that like is noticeable, but like they were trying to do something like really cool and it just didn't look right. But yeah, this was good, y'all. Like I like this a lot. 3.25. Then we had the TNA Women's Knockout Champion ODB and the Knockout Tag Team Champions Sarita and Taylor Wilde versus the Beautiful People. This wasn't bad, like honestly, you know this wasn't gonna be any good, but they kept it short, you know what I'm saying? So like it was still entertaining, it was entertaining to watch. And this crowd was awesome. Like just for some reason, like I know the TNA, the Impact Zone crowd, they get hyped up because they're promised to get free stuff and shit like that. But this crowd was good. Like you can tell there was a section of smart fans in the crowd, which made the show even better. Like as a whole, this was good though. Well, I wouldn't say good, but it was alright. 2.25 stars, just because how short it was and it was just to the point. It was just, I thought it was booked really well. You know what I mean? They kept it short. Of course, the Beautiful People can't wrestle. So, I mean, they did the best they could with it. Then we had the British Invasion versus Beer Money versus the Motor City Machine Guns for the TNA Tag Team Championships. This is really good. It was going really good. And then the ending just kind of messed it up for me. You know what I mean? Like, the whole Kevin Nash thing was pretty stupid, and the promo afterwards was like not very entertaining. But this was going along good though. I give it 3 stars. I thought it was cool to watch. You know what I mean? Like for a while it was going. You know what I mean? All right, then we had Terror versus Amazing Kong, well Awesome Kong, my bad. Inside the 6 Sides of Steel. I don't get why this was a cage match. It could have been a regular match and been even better. I still thought it was a good match. I give it 3 stars. I know some people might think I'm overrating that. That match was fun though. Like these 2 women can work. You know what I mean? Like yeah, that was a good match. Like yeah, I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Nice spot from Terry at the end. I kind of like how they did that, how they built it. It's good stuff. Then we had 6-man tag, the Dudleys, my bad, Team 3D, and Rhyno versus Matt Morgan, Hernandez, and D'Angelo De Niro. This was cool. It was alright. I wasn't bored through it. I didn't like that Rhyno pinned Hernandez, spoiler, with that gore. Like, I just didn't like that. I mean, what does that do for Rhyno at all? I mean, who gives a shit about Rhyno anymore? And how does that help Hernandez? But it was alright though. It was I give it 2.25 stars. It was okay for what it was. Steiner and Bobby Lashley, this was crap. Like, this was terrible. This is the only like there's some TNA shit. You know what I mean? This is the only match that made me feel like that. This is a star and a half, and that's being nice. This was garbage. Like I mean, it's just garbage. Then we had an amazing match between Desmond Wolfe and Kurt Angle, aka Nigel McGuinness. This gave me goosebumps. Like, this is a dream match of mine. I've been wanting to see this match probably since 2005. Oh my god! Like, I was marking out like a little kid during this. Like, this was great. And I mean, this might be on my match of the year list. Like, this is 4.5 stars. This is great. Like, this is great. Like, it wasn't a match of the night though, which is crazy when you think about it. But yeah, like the crowd, like the smart fans, they were just into this. You know what I mean? Like, and what made it cool is that you can tell, like, the casuals, they knew nothing about Nigel, and because the smart fans were popping, they started popping. I thought that was cool. This is something this is a match I think everybody in their right mind wanted to see. A true dream match, you know what I mean? Great match, 4.5 stars, yo. Can't say enough about it. Then, main event, best match on the show, you know what I mean? AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels versus Samoa Joe. This was not as good as the first one. I think because I think it was booked better than the first one. Like some of the spots or whatever were put together better than the first one, I would say. But the crowd and the fact that was the first time we ever saw a match like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, that crowd along with the match made that really special, you know what I mean? And it just kind of wasn't the case here, but it still was a great match. I don't know what to rate it. I give it out of 4.5, maybe even 4.75. This was a great match. You know what I mean? You know what? I'm gonna say 4.75. I really am. Yeah, like, this was TNA. Thank you. You know what I mean? This is what we've been asking for. The type of shows you guys need to put on. You know what I mean? Like, we should never have to discuss, like, for the type of company y'all are, you know what I'm saying? For diehard wrestling fans like me, we should never have to say, oh, the WWE put on a better pay-per-view than TNA this month. We should never say that, ever. Like, that should never even come up. You know what I mean? But this was great. I give this a 9. Every bit as good as the Dragon Gate show. I may even say it might even be a little bit better. A little bit better, maybe. This was awesome. Like, awesome. I ain't even being sarcastic. This was great. You know what I mean? So yeah, y'all, I'll holler at y'all later. About to get back to watching Monster. Everybody check out that show. I can't say it enough. Comes on Sci-Fi too. But I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.